Hi everyone, Alfred here from Alfred.tv with a semi-useful, look, I'm smiling already because you know I can't keep a straight face because you know this isn't really going to be really that useful. So let me back up and complete the sentence I started. Alfred here from Alfred.tv with a semi-useful, more so useless video that's going to show you how to upgrade RAM on your iMac like you really need a freaking video from me to shove 2 chips in a freaking machine. Anyway, the specs, besides the dust on the iMac I have in my office, which runs Windows XP so it could be useful, it taps out, tap, I made a tap dance joke, but it really didn't work, so I didn't give you the visual of my feet, so again, useless. It maxes out at 8 gigs of RAM as per Apple. However, I say nay because the people at Other Worlds Computing said it can go up to 16, so I'm going to bump this machine up to 16 gigs of RAM so I can play Windows Solitaire under VMware Fusion emulation. Oh joy, let's shove in some chips. Okay, so the tools needed are a screwdriver. This video is such garbage. And it looks like our friends in China with this custom built machine already kind of semi-stripped these screws. I guess we can refer to them as Chinese strippers, and I better do this with 2 hands and put the camera down because this thing really is kind of pretty much stripped, so I really got to put a little more force in there so we can get that screw out before we completely strip it. All right, I'm going to stop the video. The plate is now officially off. I will use my screwdriver to yank out the black tabs, and these allow me to yank out the RAM chip, I think. Let's not read any instructions. Let's just pull and see what the F happens. I assume this is just like a... Alright. Notice the post-its that give us the Windows 8 and Metro 8. Alright, this is going to be another 2-hander. I can't do it with 1 hand. Coming back to you in a second. Stand by. Good, healthy yank. And it just lets you pop out the RAM chip. Of course, make sure that you're wearing a wrist strap. No, I'm just wearing my Oakley watch on my wrist. And make sure you remove your static. I made sure to rub my feet on the carpet to induce static and just take the gamble. There it is. All right. So there it is. Old RAM has been properly removed, and a pair of 8s is now going to be opened up from the box like it's a big effing deal. You should certainly make note of the disorientation that the old chip comes out because there is a notch, so it is keyed. It can only go in one direction. All right, and so we're matching up the notches. So this is the way we will ram in the RAM. But there is one little inherent problem, and this is a physical problem that I have. I have like this cracked skin. All right, like see that? Like there's like a freaking slit in my thumb. So it's actually going to make pushing this RAM chip in quite difficult because the thickness of the RAM chip is just about the thickness of the split. And of course, it's going to split it more and it'll probably bleed all over the machine. I'm sure you'd like to see me bleed. Bastards. Okay, so the new RAM is in. I tucked back in the tabs. Tucks. It's like a hemorrhoid wipe. And what I'll do now is I'll take the old box. I will stick the legacy RAM in this box, and what I'll do, and this is important and being semi-serious for a very brief moment when you're removing RAM, because in a lot of instances you may be able to use that RAM in other machines, legacy machines, or give them to a friend for an upgrade. Make sure you label where the RAM came from. It just helps decode what the hell type it is if you can't read the label. Now we're going to put in the plate. Oh joy. Okay, the plate is in, and I'm just finishing up putting in the last screw. And of course, the proper technique is to tighten until it strips and then back a quarter turn. Proper way for putting in any type of screw. Let me repeat that. Tighten the screw until it strips and then back a quarter turn. And you're done. Okay, the official reach around for the power switch for the boot test. And here we are, booting from a SSUD on a heavily upgraded FF class iMac And let's see if the new RAM is properly seated. We didn't hear any negative chiming. And it looks like we're good. We're groovy. Let me put in my password. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that's it. It's the same as my luggage. And yes, that's a joke from Spaceballs. And about this Mac. And yes, we have 16 gigs. We do concur. We do concur that the iMac, at least this FF class model, can indeed take 16 gigs of RAM. I'll be able to run multiple instances of Windows XP to run multiple copies of Windows Solitaire. Nice. More to come. Stay tuned. There, the official label for the pulled RAM is done, like I said. I wanted to show that to you. I also would like to show you this clay figurine of Steve Jobs that I got on eBay that was handmade and came from China. But the details actually are pretty nice. They did a nice job with this piece. And certainly this is a robust and healthy Steve Jobs with a nice flower. Was that a tulip or something like that at the bottom? And I think one of the comments was that Steve never really wore a belt, but be that as it may, it's a nice piece that I have on my desk. Nice. And the reference to tulips reminds me of an old joke my brother Gary would say. I see you have a nice set of roses on your piano. Quite frankly, I prefer tulips on my organ.
Welcome to Alphabet Jump TV.